These are a few things I want to discuss with you guys that I would do differently from starting my business all the way up to my first launch. First things first would be doing the legal side of things firsthand. When I started doing my business, I did like the designing and creating everything and putting the design together before like doing the legal paperwork. And I think I only did that because I got so excited on just creating my own product and wanted to see if I actually liked it and if I wanted to actually pursue the business process of everything. So I can see the pros and cons of the way of starting that way first, but the con was you need all the legal paperwork before you can sell certain things. For example, a sales tax license. I didn't have a sales tax license when my first launch came about. For example, when I did my launch, Shopify notified me that I needed to add sales tax for my products because I live in a state that collects taxes. So when I did it, I was able to do it on Shopify to collect those taxes. But the thing is, when I did my research on having a sales tax license, it's very, very illegal to tax people without having a sales tax license. The other thing would be registering my business. Like, registering my business was a fairly easy process and it wasn't that long, but I wish I did it firsthand and got that out of the way before anything else when it came to starting my business. The next thing I would have to say that I would change would be making sure to have all my materials beforehand. So obviously have the little things. I had the little things like the poly mailers and all that. Great. But the one thing I didn't have on time was a scale, and I didn't get the scale until December 4th and I launched December 1st. So when that happened, the biggest issue was like I didn't price out the shipping the way it was supposed to. So come to find out, I didn't even charge anyone for shipping. So that was like a huge mistake because that's coming out of my pocket, and I felt like that was definitely a huge thing I needed to change. So now that I have my scale, I'm going to make sure to like weigh the items and make sure that we price out the shipping more, like way better. The other thing would be finding a manufacturer for DTF transfers ahead of time. I didn't think that was going to be complicated because I don't know, I thought it would just be easy, just look at some reviews on YouTube and online and see what manufacturers worked and who everyone had good reviews for. And I had this one website which was actually Magnolia Transfers, and come to find out I got scammed by them. So I put in my order and it was like a $38 order, I believe, I can't remember. I put in my order and never heard back from them, like at all. So I took that like they scammed me. It was a small business. I was trying to support another small business, but that didn't work out. And then so I had to find a local DTF transfer here in my state in Colorado, and found one, and more than happy with their service. The only thing is it took a very long time to get my design put together. Like it took over a month just to get everything right, like all the details that I wanted, to make sure the resolution came out and all that. Like it took a long time. We were going back and forth through emails, and then one time I had to call them. Yeah, it was a complicated situation. It really was. So I felt like that process took such a long time, and now I know that making sure to have that beforehand than anything else. I thought like it would be a faster shipping, like a faster process, just like how I got the crew necks. Like that took 2 days. I got the crew necks in 2 days when I placed my order, which is crazy. I thought that would take the longest and the DTF transfers would be faster. But I guess, you know, to have the design you want and for the resolution to come out and just the right sizing and everything, it takes way longer to do than anything. The next thing I would say would be start branding myself ahead of time. Like I only had about 3 weeks before, no, actually a month before announcing that I was doing like my own brand and starting my own business. I just felt like I should have had like ahead of time to like promote myself so people know who I am, they know I'm credible, and they know my personality and feel like they want to support because they know me and like in the social media aspect. But yeah, I felt like I should have branded myself just a little bit more, even if it's like creating lifestyle videos and just what's going on in my life, or just some tips and tricks that's been helping me here and there when starting my business. Just doing that ahead of time would have done me way more good than starting it way later, just to build that portfolio and that platform where people know who I am and to really get to know me. Next thing would be the timing of everything. I kind of wish I changed the timing of when I started my first launch. So I did it between the holidays, especially from like in between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which was not the best thing for me. It was just not ideal, because when people are ready for Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday, they already know where they're gonna buy from people, like from companies that they already know. And it was like coming out as a new brand. What made me think that people were going to be like, yeah, I'll support her on the holidays for Cyber Monday and Black Friday? Like, yeah, no. No, me not thinking that that was the worst time possible to even try to get orders from anyone, because everyone already set their sights on the companies that they wanted to get from. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing I would say was pricing my items a better way. So especially since I did it between Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I should have priced it at a lower price, because every company was doing a sale. And unfortunately, me thinking I'm new and don't need to do a sale, I did not do a sale my first day for my launch, and I priced it at $55. Crazy. What made me think, one, that anyone would buy an item for $55 from someone they don't know? Two, why would someone pay a hefty price for something where there's sales going on for the holidays? And three, it's just like, girl, you really just didn't build that credibility. Like, no one knows you. Like, you could be a scam, you know? Why would we buy from you, you know? So I kind of wish I just priced it a little different, a little cheaper, and made it more reasonable for me and for my customers. But we'll definitely change that in the long run. Last but not least would be selling internationally. So somehow, some way, my YouTube shorts, and well, it was really my YouTube shorts, were kind of like getting a lot of views and attracting people to my website. And it's crazy enough that I got a few international orders in some repeating countries like Tokyo, Japan. I cannot wait to eventually sell on Tokyo, to sell my products to Tokyo. I can't wait for that, but we're still working on that. But anyways, but yeah, I had a few international people like Singapore, Tokyo, Japan, Canada. I was not expecting anyone from a whole different country to even look at my site. So that would be another thing I wish I changed, was doing international orders from the start. Because right there, I lost a few orders, potential orders, just because I wasn't selling internationally. So, I mean, lesson learned. But good thing I did it, because that comes with the taxes and duties as well. So I have to tax them as well. And if they did buy stuff, it would have been illegal for them to buy from me, since I didn't have a sales tax license. So honestly, it was, in hindsight, it was a blessing in disguise that we didn't get any orders and I didn't do international shipping. These are a few things that I would do differently from the startup for my business all the way up to my first launch. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.